the last of the three deciding days in Judgment Week ends with Arunachal Pradesh up against Dadra and Nagar Haveli, with the Highlanders just a win away from sealing their place into the final of the Hero Junior Women's National Football Championship 2022-23 for the first time in their history. On the other hand, for Dadra and Nagar Haveli, the road could end here if they slip, of course, but they are here to prove they're anything but no pushovers. Well, the day beginning with Bihar's 3-1 victory against Haryana in the first semi-final, and they become the first team to book their place into the final of the tournament. How it all started: Sabara Khatun's corner and Shruti Kumari giving Bihar the lead, and then the equalizer came in from Haryana. That was the number 11 Sania, who was through on goal and bringing them back on level terms before Muskan helping Bihar to regain the lead, putting it on a plate towards the on-rushing number 8 Sabara Khatun, the skipper of the side. She was instrumental from the right-hand side with her pinpoint crosses, assisting a couple of goals, and this was the last one, Lucky's header, sealing the deal for Bihar. And coming on to today's game, Arunachal against Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Arunachal have been in a dream run so far, winning all the three matches in Group League, and in the quarter-final, they registered that battling win against Chhattisgarh, riding on the strike of Talo Yana. It was a wonderful setup from Angel Tayang, of course, almost piercing through the Chhattisgarh defense, and they have scored 7 goals in the competition, but lauded for their wonderful defensive display. A defense which conceded only 1 goal. And Angel Tayang and Anna both are on 3 goals each so far for Arunachal Pradesh in this competition. And now moving on to Dadra and Nagar Haveli, they upset Kerala by 4 goals to nil, and also on a rich vein of form, Muskan scoring a brace, of course, followed by a goal apiece from Pooja and Himanshi. And this was the opening strike of the game. And the Sonali then doubling the lead for Dadra and Nagar Haveli early in the second half. Worth keeping an eye on Dadra and Nagar Haveli's number 8. And this was a sumptuous attempt from Himanshi from about 25 yards out. And then Muskan putting the final nail in the coffin that helped Dadra and Nagar Haveli to qualify into the semi-finals of this competition. And they have scored 13 goals so far and conceded only 2 goals. And Pooja, of course, is the top goal scorer, the jersey number 8, and she scored 6 goals. And both Pushpa and Muskan are on 4 goals each. And now let's hear from the assistant coach of Arunachal Pradesh what she has to say ahead of this game.
Good afternoon, ma'am. First of all, very congratulations to making to the quarterfinals.
Thank you so much.
मैम, आज का वेदर जैसे देखा जाए काफ़ी ह्यूमिड है एंड ये टूर्नामेंट काफ़ी लंबा हो गया है, 18 तारीख से चल रहा है और अब हम फाइनल स्टेजेस में मैच में आ गए हैं. वी आर इन जुलाई. सो टीम में फटीग की वजह से कोई इंजरीज या कोई चेंज इन द लाइनअप फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस मैचेस?
इंजरी तो इतना तो नहीं है, थोड़ा मोड़ा है, बट वो चीज़ को बच्चा लोग ओवरकम कर लेता है. एज ए स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन दे नो ना कैसा ओवरकम करना है. थोड़ा मोड़ा इंजरीज को इतना सीरियस मेंटली मतलब हम लोग सोच के रखेगा तो होगा नहीं ना. तो थोड़ा मोड़ा है, बट काम चल जाएगा, करना ही पड़ेगा, करेगा. और चेंजेस थोड़ा बहुत है, वो आपको मैच हाँ लाइनअप में नहीं, जब हम लोग अंदर घुस जाएगा, आप लोग को जब खेल रहा होगा पता चल जाएगा. और वैसे तो फर्स्ट मैच से लेकर अभी तक सेमी है, तो हम लोग बेस्ट हम लोग का जो हम लोग का प्लेयर्स है उसी को ही प्लेइंग 11 में डाला है. मिडिल में हम लोग क्या किया था, लीग में ना 1-2 बच्चा को मौका दिया था, बट अभी सेमी पहुंच गया तो हम लोग एकदम बेस्ट जो है उसको फर्स्ट डाला है हम लोग.
ओके मैम. सो मैम, दादर एंड नागर हवेली की बात की रहे तो उन्होंने पिछला मैच काफ़ी कन्विंसिंगली केरला को हराया. केरला जो कि एक पावर हाउस अब बनता जा रहा है इंडियन फुटबॉल में. विमेंस में भी उन्होंने IWL जीता था, तो उससे उनकी टीम काफ़ी बूस्टअप होगी. तो कोई स्पेशल टैक्टिक्स की दादर एंड नागर हवेली के हिसाब से बनाया है कि हम अपनी स्ट्रेंथ के हिसाब से खेलेंगे एंड वॉट एवर हैपन्स वी विल सी इन द मैच?
नहीं, हम लोग का हम लोग का गेम प्लानिंग है, हम लोग उसी को ही हम लोग मेंटेन करेगा. तो दादरा एंड वो टीम स्ट्रांग है, ऑब्वियसली केरला को इतना वो करके जीता है, अच्छा वो गोल लेकर. बट हम लोग ना टीम अरुणाचल उसका वीक पॉइंट को नहीं, उसका स्ट्रांग पॉइंट जो है उसी पे हम लोग टारगेट करेगा. तो वीक को टारगेट करके क्या फ़ायदा है कि नहीं. तो वहाँ का जो स्ट्रांग है उसी से हम लोग घुसेगा उसका घर. थैंक यू।
सो मैम एक फाइनल क्वेश्चन कि अब जैसे अरुणाचल प्रदेश सेमीफाइनल्स में पहुंचा है और ये अंडर 17 इंडियन नेशनल चैंपियनशिप है, तो इस लेवल तक टीम को लाने पर क्या लगता है कि जो होम टाउन में स्मॉल गर्ल्स हैं, जो एस्पायरिंग फुटबॉलर्स हैं, उनको कितना मोटिवेशन मिलेगा फुटबॉल खेलने का, एंड गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से टीम के लिए कितना सपोर्ट आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी है?
ऑब्वियसली हम लोग का गवर्नमेंट का तरफ से हम लोग को मतलब सपोर्ट मिलता है, ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं मिलता है, मिलता है, बट और थोड़ा हो सकता है कुछ ना, अभी तो हो रहा है, बट होप करते हैं और जाकर आगे जाकर और होगा, क्योंकि अभी हम लोग फर्स्ट टाइम हम लोग सेमी पहुंचा है अंडर 17 गर्ल्स, तो स्टेट में फर्स्ट टाइम हम भी स्टेट का नाम को हम लोग सेमी तक लेकर आए हैं कि नहीं, तो मतलब इसमें बच्चा लोग ना जो जो खेल रहा है वो लोग को एकदम हम थैंक्स करता है, और इसके बाद मेनली जो उसका पेरेंट्स लोग है जो वो लोग को सपोर्ट करता है, तो उसको हम एकदम दिल से थैंक यू करता है। अगर हम लोग का ये बच्चा लोग का पेरेंट्स सपोर्ट नहीं किया था बोलने से, अभी ये लोग यहाँ नहीं होना था, हम लोग स्टेट नाम यहाँ हम लोग नहीं ला सकना था, तो जितना भी अन्य वो है उधर मतलब पेरेंट्स लोग, उसको हम दिल से थैंक यू करता है।
थैंक यू सो मच मैम एंड ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट।
थैंक यू।
Well, Sumpi categorically mentioned that they are going to target Dadra and Nagar Haveli's stronger area and they would love to hit them on the break. And she also mentioned that fatigue is not going to be a factor for her girls since being a professional footballer, they know how to overcome fatigue. And they also given some youngsters chance during the group games. But once you are in the semi-final, you cannot take risk, which is why they've gone with a tried and tested lineup. She also mentioned the support of Arunachal Football Federation has been immense back home. And now let's move on to the assistant coach of Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Mr. Ravi Punia, and let's hear from him.
First of all, welcome sir and a very good afternoon and all the very best for the match.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Sir, first of all, I would like to know what's the fitness status of the team. Last time out, there was an injury in the late minutes of the game. Pushpa got injured. So, is she fit for the match? And are there any changes in the today's lineup?
No, the team remains the same. Just Pushpa had some, a little cramp. Now she's fine. She is able to play the match.
Okay, sir. Sir, how much of a confidence does it give to a team like Dadra Nagar Haveli after beating Kerala convincingly by 4 goals margin? How much of a confidence booster it is for the players going into the semi-finals?
Definitely winning a game against Kerala. Currently, the Kerala is dominating Indian football. Like they won I League. They are in the finals of ISL. They won IWL. They even won Hero Santosh Trophy. So definitely the girls are really, motivated and they are very boost right now. Let's see what's going to happen in the match.
Okay. Sir, Arunachal Pradesh might not be the highest scoring team, but they have been very well-oiled machine when it comes to defensive work rate. So, how are you going to approach this match when you go to break their defense?
We are watching Arunachal since the group stages. The Arunachal are playing really impressive game. In the group stage also, even in the quarterfinals also. Like we'll play like attacking because they have a good defensive. So we'll play all out for the win. Let's see what's going to happen in the match. May the best win.
Thank you so much, sir, and all the very best.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. Ravi Punia mentioned that a convincing victory over Kerala in the quarterfinal have really lifted the confidence of the side, and they also mentioned that he's been watching Arunachal since group games and they know which are the areas which can hurt them and want to go all out and test their gritty defense. And well, while facing Dadra and Nagar Haveli, eyes to reform themselves and bag a clean sheet, as head coach Keeper Bharat mentioned yesterday, for the next match, they have to go get full points and have to overcome their trend of conceding early city goals and earn a clean sheet. Quizzed about their take on the next opponent, Keeper mentioned the opponent is also a tough team and a good mixture of youth and experienced players. And it would not be an easy match, but they have to be better than to get the full points. Speaking about the team's campaign so far, Keeper Bharat has said that right now it's going on well, and each and every match is crucial for them in order to reach their target. And Dadra and Nagar Haveli, this is the first time for them as they take part in the country's top fleet women's league in junior category. And he believes the Hero Junior Women's is a huge stage for the budding footballers to showcase their talent. This is a huge opportunity for Dadra Lioness to showcase themselves, and they hope to be roaring loudly and are mentally prepared for that. And Dadra Tigress making their way out of the team bus we saw moments before, and they will be eyeing for a win this evening against a plucky Arunachali side, a side not to be taken for granted. and otherwise lightning could strike in broad daylight. They made their debut this season their sojourns in the top tier club competition of the country and has gone from good to excellent. However, eyeing for a win this evening. These are the players warming up. The 3 p.m. kickoff. It's going to be a bit difficult given the fact it's quite humid here in Guwahati. Even in the early morning kickoff, we saw players had to sweat it out. And so the riveting race for the last two in the Hero Junior Women's National Football Championship today, with Arunachal Pradesh taking on Dadra and Nagar Haveli. And that should make anyone believe that this will be easy for Arunachal. In fact, these are exact kind where even the best can slip up, and Dadra and Nagar Haveli will make sure they play the final in Guwahati at any cost. Well, now straight away, let's get into the team news, beginning with Arunachal Pradesh. No changes from the team which beat Chhattisgarh 1-0 in the quarterfinal, as Tamo keeps her place in goal. Lingdum Yaro as centre back, and Tamchi Maros continues to be the pairing, and Tadar Manami alongside Tadar Madi and Gianni, Talo Ana and Angel Tayang will be attacking. But the focal point, as usual, is going to be Angel Tayang, the number 10. And despite missing on easy chances recently, her clinical finishing and ability to produce goals is going to be a massive asset going forward for the Highlanders. Well, Keeper Bharat, the head coach, is on the bench, and he knows a loss today begins the end of their title hopes, and there will be no excuse as this fixture going to be highly detaining. Only a win can give some hope to Arunachal. Despite Ina Lama not playing, Keeper Bharat has left the likes of Daegu and Aseng Perting on the bench, and Moonlin Bora is also a good option to be called upon. And over to the next team, Dadra and Nagar Haveli then, unchanged back four. Himanshi and Pushpa are in midfield, and of course, Arna Singh named in the starting 11. Dadra have scored 18 goals this season and conceded only 2, so there will be lots of defending to do for them, as Dadra prefers a 4-1-3-2 formation, and Pooja gonna be the target man up top with Muskan and Pushpa marshalling the midfield. And that win against Kerala seems ages ago for Om Prakash Chibber, and Sandhya's willingness to run and use her energy will be one of the ways for Dadra and Nagar Haveli to get forward and cause problems. And it is worth remembering that she can cross the ball very well. And they have the experience of Tamanna, Sakshi, and the big name, of course, is Anchal, the number 14. She is on the bench available for this particular encounter. Well, the referee for today's game is Usha, and she is going to be assisted by Reshmi Chetri and Jyoti Gaur. The fourth official for today is Ruba Devi, match commissioner Sudeshna Mukherjee, and referee assessor Anamika Sen. And so another evening of reckoning for Arunachal Pradesh, as the title rungs of the Hero Junior Women's National Football Championship changing like a magical radar, and nothing separates the two teams except game time. But all that will not matter when this one kicks off. Yes, of course, it defines difference in quality. That difference will not be very visible when they clash as swords this evening. Dadra and Nagar Haveli have dropped points against the illustrious opponents in the past, but they have also upsetted them in the knockouts and got the better of them. All that will be needed this evening as well, up against Arunachal Pradesh, and something extra, as the chase for the title is as riveting as ever. Well, Arunachal Pradesh have an extra game spare than their opponents, having placed in a group of 5 teams. As the referee with the two captains, Gianni of Arunachal Pradesh and Tamanna, the number 4 for Dadra and Nagar Haveli, the centre back. Om Prakash Chibber has won hearts with his style of football in the last game, and there has been a response from the attackers. It's improvement over the course of the season. A shot in the arm for this team, and recently spelling the darkness has been Pooja, who scored a goal in the last game, adding a directness to her game. 15 shots on goal from Dadra against Kerala. Decent conversion rate in the league. They have scored 18 times, and there is a show of desire and a change in the right direction. A direction that has taken them to 4 wins in a row in the tournament. And so they will look to keep that hope alive. Now time for the team photographs. And Dadra Nagar Haveli, the team in yellow and white, and Arunachal in blue and white stripes. This is the Dadra Nagar Haveli bench. We saw how they celebrate after scoring against Kerala. They upset the Yellow Brigade in the last game, and they are wearing yellow themselves in this one. An absolute clear sky here in Guwahati. And we are watching Hero Junior Women's National Football Championships second semi-final between Arunachal Pradesh and Dadra Nagar Haveli at the Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium. The live streaming on the YouTube channel of the Indian football team. And we are minutes away from kickoff. Bihar, of course, will be keeping an eye on this game. Winners to play against them in the final of this competition on 4th July on this very particular venue. And in case of too little, too late, and that is something Arunachal Pradesh will also know, clobbered Chhattisgarh in the last game. Before that result meant that they have now scored 7 times, and they have 3 different goal scorers and let in only 1 goal as football statistics continues to play mischief. Arunachal will want to finish the tournament with a trophy in their hands, and all safety precautions taken, and as usual on time as Arunachal and Dadra Nagar Haveli step out for the semi-finals onto the pitch of the Hero Junior Women's National Football Championship 2022-23. And we are underway then with the second semi-final of this competition, and Arunachal Pradesh know the destiny is in their hands because even if they win all the remaining game, they will lift the title given the business end of the competition, and they are just 1 step away from inching closer towards the title. And the immediate rivals for that, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, can do the same if they win their remaining 2 games. All that is on the line. That is the dangerous and delightful theory by which the Hero Junior Women's National Football Championship is living. And this is not a race for the faint-hearted, as both the sides know that they might give you a cruel smile once in a while, but it does not lie in the end of this campaign. An early entry into the Arunachal area via the number 8 Pooja. Reshmi Chetri, the assistant referee from Sikkim, she will be kept busy by Dadra and Nagar Haveli's number 8 Pooja, known for making those electric heel runs down the wings. She is going to be the cog in the wheel for Dadra and Nagar Haveli this evening in terms of producing the goods up top. Takes it out of play is Angel. And she is on 3 goals in this tournament. And scored a goal each in all the 3 group matches. And she's been a very consistent performer for her side. And Talo Yana as well, the number 7. And she is also on 3 goals. A couple of goals in the group stage and that decisive one against Chhattisgarh in the quarterfinal. And those two will be pairing up top. And this is a tactical ploy, the tactical shift I was talking about from Keeper Bharat. And Angel Thayang and Taloyana, the number 7, the number 10, going to play up top. And Yumlam Lali, she is going to drop into midfield berth. And it becomes a 4-4-2 going forward. And 4-2-3-1 while transitioning from attack to defense. Now asking for it. Chips it into the feet of Angel. Angel has got Lali ahead of her. And now arriving as support is the number 7, Taloyana. I couldn't quite control the ball. He's out to safety from the Dadra defense. Pooja battling for the ball. And they come away with it, the team in yellow. And an excellent ball, got to stop it from going out. And now she will look to deliver a telling delivery. Takes it towards the byline, stops it, checks back onto her left foot. Driving forward. And now this might break here for Arunachal. For Dadra, pardon me. And Arunachal clearing their lines very quickly. And now tracking back and doing her share of defensive duty is Taloyana. Sandhya. Oh, mistake from Tamo. Very lucky on that occasion. Arunachal's number 1. This particular tournament, the Junior Under-17 Women's National Football Championship for the Under-17 age group commenced from 4th July. A total of 34 teams participated in the competition this year. And the teams were divided into 8 groups, in which 2 groups comprises of 5 teams and the remaining 6 have 4 teams each. And the tournament was played across 5 venues in Guwahati. The teams faced each other in the group stage to reach the quarterfinals, and the winners of the last 8 then clash into the semis. The Junior Under-17 Women's National Football Championship started way back in 2003, where Manipur were crowned as the inaugural champions, and the state remains to be the only team that have won the competition more than once, 5 times in fact. And the previous edition was held in Cuttack, was won by Jharkhand. And apart from Manipur, the other teams who have won the trophy are Odisha in 2006-07 season, West Bengal once in 2010, Mizoram in 2014-15 season, Chandigarh back in 2017, and Jharkhand in 1920 season. While Cuttack and Uttarakhand, they have hosted the tournament most number of times, and Odisha have participated in most number of finals, that is 6 times. A corner comes in, heads it out to safety. It comes right back into the mix and falls into the feet of the number 11 for a shooting chance. Shouts of handball. The referee waves away the protest. The cross once again redelivered. Keeper somehow managing to parry it. Almost running into traffic. Tamo. Managing to get a glove on it. There was a couple of yellow shirts lurking inside the box. Muskan and Pooja. It is Murray. Gianni. Back to Tadar Murray. Gianni again, away from Himanshi. Nicely brought down, nicely controlled by Lali. Stolen away by Pushpa. Arna Singh. Pass was slightly a tad too long. Well, it has been a phenomenal tournament so far. The untold stories of some of the rich diamonds of Indian football. Stories of Gianni, stories of Pooja, stories of Muskan. As Indian football is getting richer every day. This particular tournament has been a success story for All India Football Federation of late. Now we have seen some phenomenal display from states like Arunachal Pradesh. Some incredible performance from states like Dadra and Nagar Haveli. As Indian football are moving forward together. This particular tournament just unfolding one of the finest stories on Indian football. The free kick goes Dadra and Nagar Haveli's way. The first 8.5 odd minutes on the clock. A safety first approach deployed by both the teams. They're testing waters here before dipping their toes onto it. Oh, there's a mistake committed by the defender. And here goes Anna. Anna continues with her run into the side netting. As she runs out of space in the end and lost her balance. That was awful defending from Tamanna, the skipper. And Talo Yana is using her pace, using her guile. Oh, it's a giveaway. Now on the counter is Dadra and Nagar Haveli. It's wide on the far right, the number 9, Pushpa. Pushpa just wrong footing the number 16, Jyoti Sonam. In comes the cross. And good defending there from Arunachal's number 3, Lingdum Yaro. They're communicating quite well on the back line of Arunachal Pradesh, and that is what is required in a game like this. The communication is going to be key. The marking got to be on point. What has been heartening to see players not going down, cramped up. A sign of stamina, a sign of better fitness. And all the 5 matches so far in the knockouts have ended within 90 minutes. That's a good ball forward. It's 2-on-1 here. And the number 14 steps across to snuff the danger. That was Tamchi Maros. Just taken away neatly by Lali. Look how deep she's dropping. Lali. Hits the air. Tara Kiana on the right full back for Arunachal. And the number 11 goes long. Dadra Muddy puts it out of touch for a throw-in. Oh, this is wonderful, beautiful setup, and she squares it right across the face of goal. And for a moment, Arunachal had their heart in their mouth. Seems like referee has pointed to the spot because the number 8, she was held back while she tried approaching towards the ball. Rightfully spotted by today's referee Usha, and she immediately points to the spot for a penalty. A golden chance for the team in golden Arunachal Pradesh. Dadra Nagar Haveli, pardon me. The land of rising sun, under pressure, under the scorching heat of sunlight, here at the Guwahati. Can the goalkeeper Tamo redeem herself with a wonderful save? Penalty taken, not enough power onto it. Keeper did go the right way. The shooter managing to slip it underneath her. And Dadra and Nagar Haveli takes the lead here. It is in fact the number 8 Pooja converting the spot kick. A very cool and calm customer. And look at that, she's got nerves of steel. A perfectly timed shot, beautifully rolled into the bottom corner, and Tamo is beaten. So within the first quarter of the game, the land of rising sun, they are trailing against Dadra and Nagar Haveli. And here comes Arunachal Pradesh, excellent slide rule pass, good touch from Yana. The goalkeeper steps in. Just a bit too much in that. An excellent slide rule pass from Lali, and they need more of that this evening here. And she is the goal scorer, Pooja. Her 6th goal of this competition. Was delivering when she was supposed to in the knockouts for her side. And almost a couple of misclearance on the bounce for Dadra. Sandhya hits one long, Pooja gives chase. Lingdu Yaro was close to the danger. It's 48-52, the ball possession, and not much of a difference between the two teams in terms of keeping the ball. Both Tarak Yaro and Jyoti Sonam The loves to overlap. Let's see how much of that is possible, especially up against the likes of Pooja and Muskan. Two flying players down either side. Anna. Angel. Beautifully done by Angel. There's a through ball for Anna. From a tight angle. In comes the cutback. Oh, slightly behind the number 10. And what a chance for Arunachal. Excellent build-up play from the team in blue. A throw-in taken very quickly. Lali. Gianni with a hopeful ball forward. And only straight to the Dadra Nagar Haveli goalkeeper Khushi. Here comes Arunachal. She's got the number 5 for company. A good exchange of passes inside the final third. This is looking promising for the team in blue. Cleans up the trouble. It's still not fully cleared though. Cross comes in. First time clearance. Not taking any kind of risks whatsoever. There's the straight pass down the line for Pooja. Pooja goes past a couple of players. She's got clean pair of heels. Almost muscled away. Excellent shoulder barge from Yaro. In the end, the whistle has gone from the referee. It's a free kick for Dadra Nagar Haveli. That charge was deemed illegal according to the rule book. A challenge from Lingdum Yaro on Pooja. And the score of that goal for Dadra and Nagar Haveli in the semi-final. And now she is the one who will be taking this free kick. A nervy moment inside Arunachal's goal. Pooja goes for it, goes direct and gets the result. 2-0 Dadra and Nagar Haveli. And this time it has gone in straight from the free kick. We saw Himanshi the other day scoring a blinder against Kerala from 25 yards out. It seems like the team in yellow have practiced it time and again. And they've been clinical from set pieces. And look at that, it went straight in swing floater. Tamo tried to punch it out, completely missing the swing. Massive in swing at that. Pushpa with a quick feed there. Rolling the ball into space. Again went for that first time clearance, committing herself early. And this is where composure is required. A back touch there from Pushpa. Arunachal have it back. Anna. Gianni. A lot of time remaining in this game. Tadar angles it towards the number 10 Angel. The good-looking ball towards Pooja. And now quickly away from two challenges. Almost walking past Arna Singh. About to try and keep things simple. Those back flicks and tricks. Very difficult to execute against this spirited Dadra Nagar Haveli side. Here they come once again. A sliding challenge. And Lingdum conceding a corner for her side. Keeper Bharat knows his team rattled by those two quick goals. They found wanting, especially in the middle, and near the penalty spot where the players would run into. The corner was overcooked. And so you are watching the second semi-final of the Hero Junior Women's National Football Championship live on the YouTube channel of the Indian football team. Just spread the word across social media so that more viewers can tune in. And Arunachali fans are keeping an eye on this encounter. It is the first time in their history the team have made into the knockouts, into the semi-finals at a national level competition when it comes to football and women's football especially. Excellent. A disguise pass. Well read from Tamanna. Muskan. And now into some space for Pooja. Going in body to body, and the number 3 deciding to track back and give enough of her body check. The ball is still bobbing though. It's aimless from the number 5, Arna Singh. One way then the other. Muskan, the hero of the match in the previous game. Muskan this time takes a tumble and gets up immediately. Arunachal Pradesh, they defeated a strong Sikkimese side 2-0 in the opening game of the competition with goals from Yumlam Lali and Angel Tayang. In the second group game, they drew 1-1 against Himachal Pradesh. And they ended the group stage with a 3-0 victory over a strong Goan side, one of the giants of this sport in India. A press from Taloyana and Angel scoring the other one. Another free kick then for Dadra. This time it's Himanshi. She's got incredible distance. And look at that, well travelled in the air. There's the flick on. Almost causing trouble for Arunachal again. It's been a one-way traffic so far this game. And now they will look to score the third one. From this one, Pushpas delivers into the box. Lali still holding on to the ball. Excellent composure in navigating those two challenges wonderfully well before finding Anna near the halfway area. Now Anna carries it forward. Anna looks up once and delivers. Angel Tayang is a sharp angle and a wonderful save. Still alive on the rebound. Excellent block. A gutsy defending from Neha. And a lot of credit and testament to Kushi as well for making that save one-on-one and keeping Angel Tayang at bay. And almost pulled one back here, Arunachal. And that ball from Taloyana arrowed towards Angel Tayang. So whistles for the drinks break. And this all-important clash, the second semi-final between Arunachal Pradesh and Dadra Nagar Haveli. This was the opening goal from spot kick scored by Pooja. Both the goals coming from set pieces. The first one from spot kick. Pooja was held back, resulting into that penalty decision. And then the second one from this free kick. Just in-swing swerve was towards the goal, and the goalkeeper just couldn't keep it out of goal. And Tamo was beaten at a near post. So it's Arunachal Pradesh nil, Dadra and Nagar Haveli 2. Jaro, she has been pretty decent in defense for Arunachal. But her foul on Pooja proving to be the costly one, resulting into that free kick. We are midway through the first half. It is Arunachal Pradesh trailing 2-0 against Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Now, stepping in is the number 9, Tadar Marmi. Nothing going Arunachal's way in this game so far. Work hard the ball to those players up top from deep regions. It's a very basic 4-4-2 from Arunachal. Lali. Lali's brawl. Tamanna with the clearance. Lali again. Now chance to counter for Dadra. A very loose pass. Arunachal Pradesh, the midfield have gone into tatters. And that paved the way for Dadra and Nagar Haveli to stamp their authority in the game. But it's not over till it's over. Arunachal have got the likes of Angel and Taloyana on the pitch. They can make something happen. They can create something of nothing. Lali. Lali keeps going. Was looking for Anna. Back into the box. Super Saturday, you're watching the Hero Junior Women's National Football Championships second semi-final. And the winners of this game to meet Bihar in the final. It is going to be a memorable one. Two new entrants. There are going to be two very new finalists this time around. We are going to have a new champion. That is always a positive sign, a good sign, a good advertisement for the game. That the title is not restricted to few teams. This particular tournament this season has been a tournament full of surprises and upsets. Just like the 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil. Free kick for Arunachal. Goes low. Misclearance. He must not have intended that. Look at the touch from Pooja. And then running into open space. Excellent footwork. Goes towards the byline. In comes the cross. Beats the keeper. It's still not cleared by Arunachal's number 14, Tamchi Maros. Just delayed a few seconds before putting it out of danger. And nicely hung up at the far post. She's got silky skills, Pooja. Very difficult to contain her for 90 minutes. She always seems to have a pawn up her sleeve. She's got a lot of tricks and flicks on her bag. Pooja sets it up. Shot from distance. Oh, that should have almost troubled the keeper. A fine block. And obstructing the vision of the keeper. And that was the shot, and then the ball stuck between the legs of Tadar Marmi. And the keeper almost committed one way, expecting it to come towards her. The likes of Gianni, Angel Thayang, Taloyana, Tadar Mari involved attackingly in the game against Chhattisgarh. They are mostly involved in making interceptions. They have got an extra man in midfield. Arunachal Pradesh. Tadar Muddy, who's slightly more defensive. The onus is on Tadar Muddy to push forward. Dadra Nagar Haveli, of course, trying to defend from the front, moving forward aggressively. So play stopped for an injury to an Arunachali player. She is receiving treatment. We saw a few wonderful stories in this competition. Stories of Lucky Kumari scoring that wonderful 5 goals in the group stage matches. Story of Kalpana scoring hat trick against Gujarat for Haryana. And also story of Tamchi Baros. She was not the side's first choice centre back. Whenever she came on, she made sure she is the side's impact player. Both the sides looking for redemption. Will there be some drama late in the first half? Arunachal will have a mountain to climb if this ends this way, in the first half especially. They need to at least try and pull one back before going into the break. Handball not given, referee plays the advantage. Lali, an awkward bounce. Getting height on the clearance, not much of a distance. Gianni, oh, she is completely irritated with the referee's decision. Keep up Bharat. Still complaining that it was in play when Angel carried it forward. Murray, not a strong challenge. Now an interesting run asking for the return ball. And now on the chase is the number 10. And defender to the rescue. Snaps up possession inside Arunachal half. Dadra Nagar Haveli. Pooja. She is shielded by the number 3. Very weak in covering. And Lingdum Yaro. And a good body feint there from Pooja. Almost outfoxing Lingdum Yaro. Creating some room for the cross. Pushpa. Oh, split opening the defense. Here comes Arunachal again. Might be a shooting chance. Oh, the keeper gets there first now. Arna Singh was involved and interested for that one. So as the keeper Tamo. And this time, she comes out on top. Clearance from Neha. Himanshu. She has been the silent hero for Dadra and Nagar Haveli in this competition. A silent contributor in midfield. Her cross is too high. It has crossed the line. And for a goal kick. Continuing with her run. The defender goes across and set into touch. Just funneling the Arunachali attackers. The Dadra and Nagar Haveli defensive unit. Looking very, very compact and a couple of minutes of additional time. There's the high ball. Miscommunication, the third one. And get of distance this time on the clearance. And the problem is this Arunachali team just can't hold on to the ball for too long. They can't retain control for too long. Struggling to regain possession. And that has been the difference between the two teams in the first half. And that is the reason why you can see Arunachal Lil, Dadra and Nagar Haveli 2. Oh, beautifully done. Almost going past 4 players. This is truly sensational from Yumnam Lali. Just the 1-2 not working out. She was changing gears, Yumnam Lali. Outfoxing 4 yellow shirts. But that last touch from the number 7, Yana, was not satisfactory at all. Short exchanges from Arunachal team. That's more like it. And shouts of a handball. Referee allows the play to continue. Ball delivered into the box. Call came in early from the goalkeeper. And that's the half-time whistle, and Arunachal bench is agitated, and the head coach keeper Bharat is so vocal, claiming for an handball. But as it stands at half-time, is Arunachal Pradesh nil, Dadra and Nagar Haveli 2. So the first half stats: 54% possession of the ball in favor of Arunachal Pradesh, 46 in favor of Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Despite not having much of the ball, they're still in the lead. 5 shots taken, 2 on target. Arunachal Pradesh yet to win a corner kick in the first half. Dadra and Nagar Haveli have managed to win 3 corners. And both the goals scored by them have come from set pieces. Make sure you do not go anywhere. We will join you shortly after the short break. Till then, enjoy the highlights.
nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Now, welcome back to the live coverage then of the Hero Junior Women's National Football Championship 2022-23 from the Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium in Guwahati. It is the second semi-final between Arunachal Pradesh and Dadra Nagar Haveli. It's 2-0 at half time in Arunachal, trailing by 2-0 against the side in yellow. And well, Pooja, the number 8 for Dadra, she has been their primary provider and scorer of the goal. We are underway then with the second half. It's going to be a defining 45 minutes. It could be 45, a very memorable 45 minutes as well for the players out there on the pitch. Scorer of that goal, the number 8, Pooja. She is a very crucial to the plans of Dadra Nagar Haveli and how they plan to go forward in attack. And in terms of whipping those deliveries from out wide is the big job for the rest of the players today, especially Muskan bombing down the left. It is a half of reckoning for Arunachal Pradesh if they want to keep the title race in their hands. For that, they need a touch of destiny. Taloyana will look to add 1 goal to her 3 already, and Angel Tayang will look to add to her goals and assists. No changes from either of the head coaches in case you're wondering. Muskan bringing it down. Yumlam. The through ball didn't work out. That gap was beautifully closed down by Himanshi. This is Arunachal. Excellent layoff. Anna might get there on the end of it. Brave goalkeeping from Khushi. Just took it away from the legs of the in-form Indian striker. And look at that. Excellent touch. Beautifully dug out by Muskan. By Angel Tayang, pardon me. A cushion touch from the number 10. And almost finding her strike partner Taloyana. Muskan sent in from the left. And cleared away this time without much fuss in the air. Arunachal then with a positive start to the second 45 minute. A sweeping ball out wide. And the defender had a yard's advantage. That was Himanshi staying closer to defense. They've got a couple of goals to protect now, Dadra Nagar Haveli. You'll see them taking limited risks now in the second half. Game management is the way how Om Prakash Chubba likes to play football. They get stuck in, does the dirty work in order to grind out results. And we saw that during group stages as well. Well, the sight of the setting sun is tourists' delight in Arunachal Pradesh. But meanwhile, their title hopes are setting down. Dadra and Nagar Haveli are putting plenty of quality between them and the team in blue. Now, increasing pace. Here comes Dadra Nagar Haveli. She's got silky skills. Goes past two with an absolute expertise. Brought down now. Pushpa. She completely cut loose. Lingdu Mijaro. She got to be careful. She committed that foul on Pooja that resulted into the free kick from which Dadra Nagar Haveli scored their second goal. She also held back Pooja inside the box, which resulted into that penalty kick. And now Himanshi, she goes direct again. Not too far though. A wonderful attempt from the number 10. She loves doing this so often. Went straight at goal. Just too much precision in the end. So comfortable on the ball, the team in yellow. Just taking on players for fun. Lali. Arunachal off late produced lots of talents. No club so far. The top flight of Indian football from Arunachal. Hoping to see them soon in near future. Taloyana. She's been the most threatening player from Arunachal's point of view in this game. Supported by her strike partner, Angel. Wonderfully done. Lali is so entertaining. Can pull out tricks and flicks off her back, and this time she was pulled from behind. A card is going to be out. A foul on Taloyana and a booking for Himanshi. A free kick for Arunachal. 9 minutes into the second half. Almost 22 yards out. A free kick from a decent position. Can she make this one count though? Is Gianni on top of this? And her coach is demanding a goal from her. Gianni goes for it. Out for a goal kick. Couldn't apply the right technique. Placement was not right. Tarakiana not allowed to turn. Dadra Nagar Haveli is so compact. This was a wonderful piece of skill from Yumlam Lali. Here is Lali again. Couldn't quite pull off that trick. Has the ability to do something special whenever she gets to the ball. Always insisting to play with the ball despite the technical shortcomings. A steep learning curve that comes with it. The ball played forward. Dadra Nagar Haveli are getting in numbers inside the defensive third. Angel Tayang, she has been a super performer for Arunachal Pradesh in this competition. At one point of time, her qualification looked to be in a spot of bother. But Angel Tayang was scoring in almost each and every game during group stages. lived up to the billing and lived up to the expectation from her manager. This tournament so far has been quite successful. Just coming back after a break of a couple of years due to the pandemic. This has opened up for Arunachal. Oh, so close. Into the top of the net. Talo Yana. A big let off for Dadra Nagar Haveli. What a chance for Arunachal though. And how close was that? Ball over the top. Chipped into space for Yana to run into. Muskan was looking for Pooja. She is alone up top. And the entire Dadra Nagar Haveli team just dropping back. Having no more numbers back behind the ball. That was truly sensational. Fancy footwork. Skipping past two challenges. Still not adjusting with the bounce. Somehow managing to clear Shiksha on the right full back. Arunachal are getting closer and closer in the second half. And Anna's chance was the closest they've come so far in this game. You touch the hour mark here. And the score line still remains the same, 2-0 in favor of Dadra Nagar Haveli. But Arunachal, they have started pulling the strings from midfield with those smart short passes with those short line breaking passes. Very smart football from them. But this is what they found wanting. That's a cynical challenge. Gonna be a booking for sure. Tamchi Maros. A card comes out. A free kick again for Dadra Nagar Haveli. A change is getting ready. And number 18, Vandana Kumari, comes on.
Substitution for team Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Jersey number
Goes off is Arna Singh.
replaced by jersey number 18 Vandana Kumar.
Free kick from an interesting position. It is going to be 10. Himanshi. She scored one brilliant goal against Kerala in the previous one. Can we see a repetition of that in this one as well? Here goes Himanshi. Oh, just over. And for a moment, the goalkeeper Tamo was slightly hesitant. A prolific supply of deliveries from the defensive third continues to exploit spaces behind the Arunachali defense. Her incredible range of passing around the pitch makes her so special. She is the side's protective screen in front of defense. does all the dirty work. Just disturbs the opposition from making a constructive build-ups. We've seen plenty of the ball on Arunachal Pradesh in the second half. 65-35 the ball possession. They got to make all those possession count. Just one goal back could make this game really, really interesting. Still a lot of time to make a match of this. Ball comes in. Away from Tarak. We are almost 20 minutes into the second half. A couple of good chances for Arunachal. Failed to make them count. At least they should have gotten one goal back here. You can see that fighting spirit from them in the second half. Battling for every ball. And not making it easy for Dadra Nagar Haveli. The likes of Pushpa, Sandhya. She has been off colour this evening. Low ball sent in. Easy collection for the keeper. It's kept in play. It's a good looking ball in, comes off and yellow shot. And so lucky. The Dadra Nagar Haveli. The rub of the green certainly going their way. It's certainly their evening. The clearance coming off and yellow shirt and going straight into the back of the net. That is a game set match here. A 3-0 for Dadra Nagar Haveli. Things just getting from bad to worse for Arunachal Pradesh. Attempted clearance from the number 14 Tamchi Miros comes off and yellow shirt. This is how cruel this game of football can be sometimes. Pooja completing her hat-trick. 8 goals for her in this competition. It's gonna be an evening to remember for Dadra Nagar Haveli's number 8. Yeah, she really looked very sharp the last couple of games. Just leading the Dadra Nagar Haveli is front line. Seems like Arunachal's road is coming to an end here. They would look to start preparing for the next season. Arunachal, they need some kind of magic from someone. So far, they're struggling to get the ball out of their own half. The mood seemed to have dampened. It seemed to have enveloped in gloom. And almost as if Dadra Nagar Haveli's midfield have trapped them in a web. And they are not managing to entangle that web. Now gaining pace, Yumlam Lali. She is on the run. Can she deliver a good looking cross? Three yellow shirts quickly onto the ball. A collective defensive effort from Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Seems almost as if they have locked the goal mouth and swallowed the key. There's no way going forward for Arunachal. Free kick delivered off the wall. She will get another bite. And it straight to the keeper. Bihar will take a note of Dadra and Nagar Haveli's strong zones. Puja certainly is going to be on Shafiq Ahmed's notebook for the final day after tomorrow. That is going to be really, really intriguing to see how the two teams perform. Both the sides going through a dream run of forms. This is going to be Dadra and Nagar Haveli's fifth win in a row. They started their campaign with a 1-1 draw against Odisha, the four-time finalists of this tournament. And that is when they started dreaming. They started dreaming of playing the knockouts and made it possible by winning 3 games in a row, defeating Tripura by 7-0, Maharashtra by 2-1. And in the last game, they got the better of Chandigarh by 4-0. Another free kick for Dadra. This time Pushpa's take is out of play. She was claiming for a corner. The referee gives a goal kick. Seen that gap. Excellent positioning from Neha. It's going to be back-to-back clean sheets for Dadra and Nagar Haveli. And so drinks break. The last and final one of this game. And Dadra and Nagar Haveli just adding one more goal to their first half tally. It's now 3-0. This was the opening one from Pooja, converting the spot kick. That's just placing it into the bottom corner. So cool and calm in front of goal. This was the second one from free kick. A peach of a ball in from the number 8. Went in directly. And this is how they doubled their lead in the first half, and they attempted clearance coming off Pooja. Arunachal unlucky on this occasion to concede this particular goal. And so play restarts after drinks break. Final 15 minutes remaining in this game. And Arunachal are getting a change ready. Mulin Bora is ready to come on. Tamchi, the Maros, clears. Muskan's foul. And that will allow time for the substitution. Munlin Bora comes on and goes off his Tadal Muddy.
For Team Arunachal Pradesh, jersey number 11, Dadra Nagar replaced by jersey number 5, Mulin Bora.
Good turn and pass. Well seen there by Tamanna. She hasn't put a foot wrong in this game. Dadra Nagar really just allowing Arunachal to have the ball as much as they can in their own half, which is quite harmless. They're just maintaining their shape and closing down the gaps, keeping eye on the ball. And the fullbacks also not interested in going on the overlap, relying on the counter, just inviting Arunachal Pradesh to come all over them. They were the only side from the northeastern part of India left in this competition. After the next 12 minutes, it seems like they will be knocked out as well. Here's the corner kick for Arunachal Pradesh. Yes, can they get in? Consolation goal here. Corner taken short. Ball from Anjan Tan. Heads it out to safety. Rajiv Punia, the assistant coach of Dadra. He was part of the Rajasthan United Football Club as well in the Hero I League. Room for the cross. And all those little decisions going in favor of Dadra. They've done everything right this evening here. This is Rajiv Punia. Very, very energetic. Just like his team on the pitch, dishing out an energetic performance. And now, last 10 minutes remaining. Gianni. A nice little interchange. A good interplay here from Arunachal. Excellent tackle. And now she was robbed by the number 11. Sandhya. Beautifully done, Sandhya arriving inside the box. Nice footwork. There's the minus and Sandhya off the post. Unbelievable stuff, and then the rebound has gone in. Oh my word. An almost a comedy affair from Sandhya. Ricochets off the bar, and then the rebound from the edge of the area turned in. And it's 4-0 for Dadra and Nagar Haveli. 4-0 against Kerala in the previous game. And 4-0 in the semi-final as well. And look at that run from Pooja. Sandhya, how can she miss that one is the question. And how has the ball not gone in the first time? What was she thinking there? It is really very difficult to miss the chance from that sort of range, especially with an empty net in front of you. Maybe you can put the blame on the bounce, maybe on the grass. Well, that won't matter. Because the goal is scored on the rebound. So impressive with their follow-up play. Dadra Nagar Haveli once again creating space from the right hand side. Play called back for a foul. Vandana just coming off the bench, justifying her inclusion. converting on the rebound. Humiliation continues for Arunachal Pradesh. Still about 7 odd minutes remaining on the clock. As there's no way making a comeback from here on. Angel Tayang. Nice interception. So watchful in defense. Arunachal Pradesh, they have given up. They have given up on the fight. And until 2-0, they were very much into the game. With those exchanging those short passes, trying to trouble Dadra Nagar Haveli with a second goal. They knocked the winds out of their sails. Once again, this time goes on her own, Pooja. Goal number 4 for her. 5-0 Dadra Nagar Haveli. This time converting it from an acute angle. The goal just keeps on coming in. The floodgates have opened up here. Now the Arunachal making a double change. As a number 12, Nemlu Tamai comes on. 4 goals for Pooja in this game, taking her personal scoring tally to 9. 3 behind Lucky Kumari of Bihar. This was the goal. Took a look up and then bangs it into the back of the net, into the far corner.
Substitution for Arunachal Pradesh. 12 in, 16 out.
Tamai with her first touch. She's just come on in place of Jyoti Sonam on the left back. She is completely destroyed in this game by Poonam. Jyoti Sonam. A twinkle told her in each and every occasion. It has turned out to be a bizarre evening for Arunachal Pradesh with some shambolic defending. Less than 3 minutes of regulation time remaining. We are into the closing stages of the game. That's a very happy bench. Dadra Nagar Haveli face Bihar next in the final of the Hero Junior Women's National Football Championships 2022-23 season. There's going to be two new finalists. It's going to be a new winner this time. Anywhere will do. Angel Tayang. Can they get some consolation here? Chance for a breakaway move. She is dispossessed by Sandhya. Yumlam Lali on to the newcomer. Out of play. It's going to be added minutes. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Just 180 seconds away from making their place into the final of this tournament. Dadra Nagar Haveli, it's been a fairy tale of a season for them. They're getting closer towards the title. Just only one last obstacle in their way, and that is Bihar, who are equally a strong side. Look at that composure from Neha. Managed to keep it in play. Laid back, first time cross comes in, interested for it. A strong defensive challenge once again. Getting her foot in. Arunachal trying to push up in that bargain, leaving a lot of gap in behind. And Dadra Nagar Haveli have exploited those gaps this evening. Oh, there's a slight miscommunication and almost chipped in with a goal. Still a chance and it's gone over. And the closest Arunachal Pradesh have come to scoring in this game. Yumlam Lali. And Muskan will come off. And Sakshi will come on. Had a glorious chance for some kind of consolation, but Yumlam Lali couldn't make it count. And there she is. An excellent drag back. Quickly challenged. Prachi keeping a closer look. It's gonna be full-time whistle any moment. A very weak ball in. Cleaning up the danger is Dadra and Nagar Haveli. The team in blue parking the bus. Near the defensive third, and that's the full-time whistle. And Dadra and Nagar Haveli's first time entry into the final of the Hero Junior Women's National Football Championship.
Full time score. Arunachal Pradesh 0.
It's been a fairy tale of a season for this team. It has been a memorable season. Arunachal Pradesh will take a lot of positives from this tournament and prepare themselves stronger next season. But as it stands, it has ended 5-0 in favor of Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and they have scored 9 goals in their last 2 games. And excellent scenes here. Look at the clouds almost covering the blue sky. It might rain later in the evening. An excellent team performance from Dadra and Nagar Haveli. They are just one step away from creating history in this tournament. There's going to be a new chapter written in the long and glorious history of Indian football if Dadra and Nagar Haveli manages to clinch the title here. For that, we'll have to wait for another 48 hours. The unique celebration. Quite used to seeing that kind of celebration in cricket pitch. A lot more from the Indian opening batsman, Shikhar Dhawan. I haven't seen that before in football though. Ravi Punia offering something new, bringing something new on the table. So these are the full-time stats, 56-44. Arunachal Pradesh dominated in terms of keeping the ball, but failed to create any clear-cut scoring chances apart from 2 in the second half. Dadra and Nagar Haveli have taken 14 shots, 6 on target. They've won 3 corners. Arunachal have committed 10 fouls. And now let's have a look at the final standings. It's gonna be Bihar versus Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Mark the date on your calendar on 4th July. That is Monday at the Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium in Guwahati at 3 p.m. kickoff. Do not forget to tune in to the YouTube channel of the Indian football team. Thanks for joining us here and goodbye.